What's up guys, Pancake Mix for you back here with another video, and today we're focusing on the M16, and that's what we're using right now with the holographic sight. I really did enjoy using the M16. I am a big fan of 3-shot burst guns actually. I use the FAMAS occasionally, but more so than not I would choose the M16 over the FAMAS in my personal opinion. Actually, this video is going to be a little bit longer as I'm going to be covering 2 games. I have a team deathmatch here at Fuel that I'm playing with the M16, and then I also have another game at Skidrow where I'm playing with a 6-team player party with some friends. Icy Smoke, he's a good friend of mine. We play Modern Warfare 2 a lot. He actually invited me to his lobby, and we played with some friends. And the funny thing is, we actually went up against a lot of hackers. And we went up against, multiple hackers in different games. And our team, we were able to beat the hackers even though we had nobody hacking on our team. It was just actually really funny what we did. I actually got the Predator missile right here. We're going for the Harrier, I believe. We got the counter UAV, Predator, and then the Harrier strike. See if I can get a guy here. I got him right there. But like I was saying, we would actually beat the hacking teams. And what we would do is, because obviously the hackers in Modern Warfare 2, they kind of got that aim assist, and they can see everybody on their UAV constantly. It's not a radar. There's a solid red dot. Whether you got cold-blooded or not, you show up, they know exactly where you are. So what we do, I think we were playing as State a couple games back, and we would let them come to us, and we'd pick them off. And the funny thing was that I actually got a riot shield, and I'd stand by the window, and I'd attract all those aimbotters shooting at me, shooting at my shield, and I'd just be standing there, and then all my teammates would just pick them off, and we actually won the game doing that, and it was kind of fun. We had a lot of fun doing that. The voice chat in the game chat in there was pretty funny too, especially between games when everybody was yelling at each other. That was pretty fun too. I actually died right there. I got 9 kills before I died here with the M16. And guys, if you ever remember playing Fuel, Fuel actually was one of those DLC maps that came out either in the, I think it was Resurgence map pack, I think, back in the day in Modern Warfare 2. But there was a glitch, and almost everybody knew about it. You could get inside one of the rocks back here where I'm at, and nobody could shoot you. I mean, I think bullets could get through, or actually, I'm not even sure. I think that the only way somebody could kill you is if they got inside the rock and then knifed you or shot you while you were both inside the rock. But it was absolutely crazy. It's patched now. If you try to get inside the rock now, you basically just, you die. But I just remember how much fun we had getting inside of the rock and messing with people. I know I'd just get in there and lay attack insurgent down, and I know I see RPGs flying at me and stuff, and they can't get through the rock. And basically, once you were in there, and if you were able to keep other people out, you were going to have a pretty good time. And especially in free-for-all games where people can see you firing, they can see the red dot on the map, but they don't see anybody, and they'll be walking around the rock, and you could see them, and they'd just be so confused, and then they'd watch the kill cam and they'd realize that this guy's in the rock, and a lot of people didn't know how to get in there. But unfortunately, maybe it's not so bad. Modern Warfare 2, I'm actually surprised that they did patch it, considering how low of maintenance this game gets now, and that's why we see all the hackers. And what is this guy doing up there? He's standing on the railing wide open. I got the counter UAV up, and I'm gonna try to go for the Predator missile now if I can find another guy. But yeah, Fuel, that's kind of, if you ever remember the Fuel thing, that's kind of the thing that Fuel was known as, is the rock map. That's the rock map, and it's actually, we had a lot of fun while it was unpatched, but it probably needed to go, and it caused a lot of problems. But it was sure fun doing that. I know we could get sniper rifles out, and I'd make sure we'd actually put our whole team in there on team deathmatch, and we'd just sit there inside the rock, and I'd tell people, stay inside your scope, don't look away. That way, if they watch the kill cam, they know that we're not inside the rock, and we just look like we're somewhere else, and they walk around and try to find us. It was just absolutely hilarious. But yeah, I'm actually running out of ammo here with the M16. I'm using up the entire clip. I actually had a pretty good game with this gun. It's just an extremely accurate gun, And basically the key to do well with the M16 is to basically keep a distance. And on maps like this where it's kind of a wide open area, I mean, if you're not going to snipe, the M16 isn't a bad option, either that or the ACR. So I'm actually going to try to pick up this guy's gun, but I think I'm going to get shot. Yeah, I get shot in the back here, and I died there, but still having a good game. I got killed by the FAMAS, another good 3-shot burst gun. Like I said, I do prefer the M16. If you ever watched Chris Smooth's videos back in the day, he made a lot of MW2 videos. He was always a big fan of the M16 as well. He always put that holographic sight on there. That's kind of why I started using that, just because I was a big fan of Chris Smooth back in the day when he created Modern Warfare 2 videos. And it was just fun. It's a fun gun to use, and it's extremely accurate. Kind of like the ACR is accurate, but at long distances, you almost got to be extremely accurate with the ACR so you don't miss. But the nice thing about a 3-shot burst is you can just aim at them, and then once you get that first shot off, if you hit them in a good spot, they're going to die on that first burst. So that's one thing I really liked about the M16. But Fuel also was one of the biggest maps in all of Call of Duty. I think when Call of Duty Ghost came out, I think that they might have had some maps just as big or bigger, but for the time being, when this map came out, it was just like crazy because Call of Duty has never seen, you know, a map as big as Fuel. And I mean, you look at other maps and stuff, and nothing even came close. So that's one thing Fuel was always known for being so big. Well, I switch over to a game here, still using the M16 here on Skidrow. I peek out the window and I see a million people, it seems like. I'm go for the triple kill, but then I get noob tubed. How frustrating is that? I got noob tubed there, but I had a pretty good game on the M16 on Skidrow as well. I'm actually in that same lobby, not from the Fuel game, but like I said, when I was playing with my friends, like Icy Smoke, you can see him down there. He's a good friend. He invited me to the 6-person party. I don't know if we were playing with hackers in this game or not, but a lot of games during this time we were playing with hackers, and we actually beat a lot of them for the most part, and it was actually really fun. I actually pull out the Striker shotgun here. I never really did use the Striker a whole lot, and I'm actually starting to use it now, and I'm really liking the Striker, believe it or not. I just think it's you know, it's got some good range to it, and it's got a good rate of fire. So I've just been starting to use it as a Striker lately, and I'm really liking it. I never really did that a whole lot during the era of Modern Warfare 2. I actually kind of wish I did. I always kind of stuck to the AA-12 and Spaz, or if those Model 1887s weren't patched, I might even use those too. So I call in the Harrier here. I think I'm going for the Pavlo this game. I'm going to look down here. I get another kill with the M16. The M16 is just doing some work right here. It's a great, got the Pavlo right there, so we're going to go ahead and call that up. Like I said, I don't think I was playing with hackers this game. We did play with quite a few hackers before, but we had a lot of good game chat in this game as well. As you can see all the mics there on the left side of the screen all going, Icy Smoke and all them. It was a good lobby to get into, and it's always fun to play with a party of 6 people. We went on a big kill streak too. I want to say that we probably had won, you know, 10, 15 games in a row playing together. It was just real fun, and the nice thing about it was not a single one of us had UAV hack. And it's you just, when you go back to these games, it's, you know, it's like so difficult just to get in a game that's unhacked. And I was in a game earlier today where this guy was using an LMG. We were at Terminal, and he was just shooting through walls that didn't make sense. I mean, he was standing back by the library, and he was killing people that were, you know, way across the map, just shooting with FMJ. And it was just absolutely stupid, and I hate to be in games like that. And it's just really unfortunate how this game has, you know, gone downhill for the maintenance wise. I mean, it's still a really fun game. That's why I'm playing it, is because I prefer these Call of Duties, you know, way more than I do, say, Black Ops 3 multiplayer. I just am not a fan of what the new Call of Duties are bringing. And like that announcement of Space Warfare, like we've been hearing for the past couple of weeks, which is that rumor that that's going to be the next game, you know, that seems even worse than what Advanced Warfare was. I mean, Advanced Warfare, when you heard the name, it sounded cool. I mean, it really did. You thought this was going to be a pretty cool Call of Duty. It was made by a studio that, you know, a lot of people liked, that makes Call of Duty games. And, I mean, it was maybe cool for the first day or two, but, I mean, I was never a fan of that super jumping stuff. jetpacks and those exo abilities and stuff. I just want to go back to boots on the ground, normal Call of Duty like you saw in COD 4, MW2, Call of Duty World at War, even Black Ops 1. I had a good time, and I know a lot of people really enjoyed Black Ops 2. But they're getting away from that. They think that they got to make space games. I know that Battlefield is working on a game right now, and it's rumored right now to be set in World War I area. And I mean, right now, people would prefer to play games in the past. Everybody wants to go to the past, and that's why I don't understand, why they want to bring out these futuristic games if they know how many people do love it. There's a handful of people that love it, but like the old Call of Duty players, the ones that started on COD 4, they love the games that were set in the past, and you're getting to these, it seems like they're just, marketing to a different crowd. I don't know if they can make more money, making futuristic games, if that's the deal. I mean, obviously, if you're going to make more money, they're going to make those futuristic games, but, it seems like almost everybody wants to go back to the past, and, I sure hope they do, because if Battlefield is, in fact, in World War I, I'm definitely going to play that game over Call of Duty 2016, which is supposed to be set in space. So that's just my opinion on that. Well, guys, that's it for the video. It's kind of a long one. Thanks for watching it, and if you want to see more Modern Warfare 2 videos in the future, be sure to hit that subscribe button.